On Mike Drop Sports. Welcome back, everybody. If you're not watching now, you can watch it later once it uploads here on a Saturday, starting a little bit earlier than we normally do. So we'll give it a little bit of time for people to jump in. Hopefully, we'll get some people, some of the regulars, since we started a little bit earlier. But if not, so be it. They could catch it on the replay, but that's okay. We are going to talk Pittsburgh Steelers and a little bit about Week 15 here and what the Steelers need to do offensively in terms of their rookie monsters up front. You got Mason McCormick. You got Zach Frazier. And what do those guys have to do for Russ to cook on Sunday? Tomorrow. Whoa, tomorrow, Week 15. Daniel Warman, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Again, double tap that screen for us here on Steel City Live. Donald Ladenback, what's up? The game is the trench warfare. Absolutely. You know how I feel about that, guys. You know that I am a stickler and just all in on the offensive line, the trenches, the defensive linemen. The trenches is where a football game is won and lost. And if you don't have good guys, big guys, if that's not your strong suit, you can overcome it in certain situations, but when you get into the wars, the 12-round heavyweight fights, the big-time throwing heavy blows type matchups, it's hard to overcome that. It's difficult, and I know that as a football coach. I've had all those situations happen. I've had it to where the offensive line is decent and can get the job done and can go to war, and I've had it to where they're not so powerful, but yet they give a lot of heart, and it's hard to overcome it sometimes. There are ways around it, but the ways around it aren't going to get you to the mountaintop. You have to have the trenches solidified, man. You can get lucky here and there without those trenches being top shelf. It is what it is. But those guys in the trenches have to come in, week out, and just give it everything and really be the leaders on the football team. TD in the house. Big Tom Ford, what's up? Downtown John Broadway in the house. Hey, Steelers cleats are gonna eat. Amen, man. Amen. Armin in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Again, guys, we're going to talk about all that stuff again. We're just kind of tinkering through here a little bit, allowing some people to filter in. It's ever so important for you guys to hit that like button here today. Double tap that screen. Send us out into that YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to share the show. And also, again, I appreciate all the new subscribers and welcome. Thank you. We are almost to that 4,000 mark. We are so close. We are getting there day in and day out. We're just inching just a little bit closer. And then we definitely want to hit that 10,000 subscriber goal when the Pittsburgh Steelers take the field in the next Super Bowl game. That's what's going to happen. We're going to speak it into existence, my friends. Amy Isabel, what's up? Amy Isabella, how you doing, Mr. Broadway? Oh, you guys are talking. Okay, I was just reading. I read out loud sometimes, guys. I gave you a shout out. I said, hey, Amy, what's up? We don't do the shout out thing here. But anyway, we're diving in, guys. What do the Steelers got to do here, though? Again, offensively, it starts up front. Zach Frazier, Mason McCormick, and what kind of a season have they had thus far? It's been special. You guys actually, I know we have here, but I don't know if the entire fan base really realizes what these rookies have really done for this offensive line. Mason McCormick, we loved him coming out of South Dakota State. I was skeptical a little bit about what he could bring considering the division in which he played at college football. In college football, Zach Frazier, I repeated over and over before the draft. I said it, made myself sick with it because I said it so much that he was the best center in the draft in 2024. A lot of people had Graham Barton, Jackson Powers Johnson, guys like that above Zach Frazier, but I thought they were wrong. I thought Zach Frazier was the most experienced, the most mentally tough, the guy that could just get it done, man, instantly. Day one guy. And when I saw him in training camp, I know a lot of people were like, we're going to try to get with Herbig. That's what the coaching staff was kind of thinking. But I could just see it there. I don't know what it is about that guy. I can't put my finger on it, but every time I watch Zach Frazier suit up and strap on the helmet and lace up the cleats, There's something about him that just absolutely gets me fired up. And the way he plays is just something special to see. For a rookie, especially, when you see him out there doing the things that a veteran center would do. Yes, he has a hiccup here and there. That's every rookie, guys. That's every rookie you'll ever see in the NFL. But man, is he just something special. Down in, down out, the anchor of this offensive line is one Zach Frazier. Let's catch back up in the chat. We're going to score first, but who do you think it'll be? I think Pat Freiermuth scores first for the Pittsburgh Steelers, him or Jaylen Warren. That's who I think. Downtown, I think that's how it goes. A lot of people in social media are saying OBJ might be a Steeler. You can only believe a little about an eighth of what you see out there in social media, man. You got to pick your reliable sources, Tom, and I know you have them. You just got to pick those people and kind of lean on that. Because a lot of social media people are just out, again, for clicks. They just want you to click on their shit, and they'll do anything and say anything to get you to click on it. That is the world we live in, and it sucks. But I've heard the grumblings. I don't think it happens. That's just me. And if I do, and if I start to feel like it is, and start to see really credible people starting to speak about it in terms of something maybe being down the road with it coming true, I'll make sure that I let you guys know from what I'm seeing and hearing. But right now, I really don't even have any news to talk about with it. I don't think it happens, but we'll see. You never know. You never know. He parted ways with the Miami Dolphins, mutually parted ways, supposedly. They always say that. I don't even know why they say it. It's just like the dude's gone. Well, they mutually parted ways. I don't give a shit whether they mutually part ways or the team wanted them gone or the player wanted gone. They're not doing business anymore. I hate when they do that, but we'll keep an eye on it, Tom, and that was a very good point to bring up because there are a lot of people that are out there grumbling about it. Daniel Warman, the Steelers defense is the real deal. Eagles play a lot of zone. I think Russell is more talented than the Eagles quarterback. Russell is more talented. Well, he is, I wouldn't say talent-wise right now in terms of athleticism. Maybe it's a slippery slope with that because Russell's got that veteran presence. He is so just smart with the game right now at the level he's at. And Jalen Hurts isn't there. I love Jalen Hurts. You guys know that. I've said it all week long. I think Jalen Hurts is one of the better quarterbacks, one of the better men in this league. So I definitely have a lot of respect for Jalen Hurts and what he is able to do. But we know how the Steelers defense plays guys like Jalen Hurts, guys that like to run, guys that are mobile like that. The Steelers play them usually pretty damn well, and I think the Steelers will play Jalen Hurts pretty damn well. Now, I think the Steelers and Mike Tomlin are really poised, though, to break this curse. They haven't won in Pittsburgh in 65 years, guys, at least. That's what I think. It might even be less or more. I don't know. It's been a long-ass time since the Steelers won inside of Philadelphia. And I think right now this might be Mike Tomlin's best chance. And I got to say this, too. And I know some of your feelings about Mike Tomlin. I understand them. And I agree with you in some aspects. Definitely do. But this might be Mike Tomlin's most impressive team, most impressive coaching year. It might be, guys. It might just be. Because we've taken out the part of the equation when he won Super Bowl, when he won a Super Bowl before, when he appeared in 2, where we talked about he had Bill Cowher's team. Mike Tomlin now needs to win something big with a team of Mikes. A team that is all Mike. A team that him and Omar build. Him, Omar, Andy, the scouting department, that they build on their own. And I think right now that this might be the most impressive team that I have seen in the Mike Tomlin era. That is a Mike Tomlin type team. A team that has Mike Tomlin's fingerprints all over it. That's what I'm talking about. It might be that most impressive team that he's ever had, that he's ever built. I know that that's tough for some people to think, but this team is definitely really, really poised and really, really poised to be great. And you're hearing guys like Russell Wilson talk about what each and every time they step to that podium. That Mike Tomlin has been great. Mike Tomlin is the best coach in the NFL. They have nothing but good things to say about him. And you're seeing it on Hard Knocks. You're seeing the Mike Tomlin effect there. You're getting to see him in the building. And again, I've had my gripes with Mike Tomlin, and I'm not sitting here throwing them out the window because they're true. He doesn't manage the clock well at times. He doesn't manage the roster well at times. He is bad situationally at times. But I have to give the man credit right now. I have to. Because it's the truth. And this might be his most impressive moment as a coach. His most impressive moment. And that's saying something because they've won a Super Bowl under Mike Tomlin. They've appeared in another under Mike Tomlin. They've appeared in an AFC championship game that they lost to the Patriots. They've had some decent teams. They went 11-0 to start that COVID year with Ben Roethlisberger. But this might be his most impressive moment. It might be, man. It might be. Let's keep going. Foot's Big, what's up? Foot's Big in the house. Downtown John Broadway. The old saying is half of what you see and none of what you hear. TD. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Foot's Big. Hey, Tom. Foot's Big. 59 years. I thought it was longer than that, 65, but you may be right, Foot's Big. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember, but I'll believe you, brother. Robert Road, OBJ played for the Rams when they won the Super Bowl. My guess is the Rams sign OBJ if a team with a worse record doesn't pick him up first. That might, people that are looking for help, people that are looking to bolster, and you're right, he was on that team and tore his ACL in that Super Bowl, but he was really performing at a high level in that Super Bowl game. Maybe a team does, maybe the Steelers do, I don't know, but I have not seen a reliable source say it yet, guys, and I don't go off of these Twitter accounts, Minka Berg, Justin Fields Beta. Like, I don't go any off of that shit. Like, I just don't. Tom Ford says, until recently, Steve Smith didn't know the Steelers was in Pennsylvania. I'm dead serious. That is so dumb. That is so dumb, Tom. He might be the biggest fucking idiot I've ever heard of if that's the case, Tom. That's so crazy. Downtown John Broadway says, damn Skippy Jason, this is the only answer to that criticism, Tomlin. Robert Road, the media has been making the move to Russell Wilson as being such a big, shocking move. I personally thought going to Russ was a no-brainer. I didn't like it. You know that, Robert. You guys know that. I didn't like it, and I gave you my one true reason why. I would have loved Russ to start the season. I said that in the offseason. I said that that's what I wanted to see. I wanted Russell Wilson to be in place. But once Justin got going and he was 4-2, my sole reason was I didn't want to disrupt the chemistry on this football team. That I was skeptical about that I didn't want to perhaps change the fortunes. And that's just my only reason. But I have to applaud Mike Tomlin. His decision to go to Russell Wilson was an excellent one. And again, I wanted Russ to start the season so badly because I thought he had it. I thought he had that leadership ability to guide this football team to an impressive record. I didn't know where that perhaps may get them, what the numerical value was on the record, but I thought that they would get something impressive going with Russ. But again, when you had Justin on the roll, 4-2, improving each and every week, we have to applaud Justin Fields. Thank you, Justin, for that. It was an amazing time, 4-2. You still might be involved in this. We don't know, and it's great to have him in the back pocket if you're Mike Tomlin. But, it was a great move. And, a lot of the media were beating him up over it, and he proved them wrong. He proved them wrong, man. Foots Big says we are winning tomorrow, 27-24. My score prediction is 24-21 Steelers. Foots Big gives 27-24. I want to make sure I mention it again. There is a thread inside of the community section here on our channel page. Week 15 scores. Go ahead and put your Week 15 scores in there. That way we can review them and see who was the closest, and I'll announce that during the game. Or after the game on the post-game show. TD, I'm worried about this last stretch of games. It's going to be a test of our nutrition and health. Yeah, it is going to be a test of attrition and how much health you can preserve, keeping your team healthy, keeping your football team depth intact. That's going to be key, man. Absolutely, and I totally agree with you, TD. This is going to be a true test. But the Pittsburgh Steelers were set up for failure here. But let's see how this football team responds, because this little stretch is going to finish telling you the story of how this Pittsburgh Steelers team really is going to finish the 2024 year in terms of their playoff hopes and what they could possibly do inside of the playoffs. This is really going to give you a real look into it, a real crystal ball look into what you could expect from this team. And the first couple weeks of this, Eagles, Ravens, that's going to be my telltale signs. These are the two games I'm looking at. The Eagles, I understand, is you don't have to win, but I still want to see them go out there and improve. You can still lose and improve and show something to people that are trying to break down the team and look at it, in a broad brush. Yeah, you can still see that. You can still see the improvement, and you can see also if they didn't improve. You can see the major weaknesses. This game, again, might come down to how I'm predicting it, 24-21. And it could go the other way in the Eagles' favor and be so close. And you don't mind to lose those games sometimes against a really good football team. And the Eagles are a really good football team. So you can still take away bright spots from the game, bright moments, good things to keep the momentum going inside of that building. And that's one good thing, or many good things, hopefully, that could come from the Eagles game, even if it is a loss. But I do think they do win. What's up, Big Doug Craig AQ in the house? I am. Merry Christmas to you, Doug. If I don't see you on the channel again before then, Merry Christmas to you and your family, man. Thank you. Daniel James, what's going on, my man? I think the Steelers are going to take care of the Eagles. We are not scared of them. No, there's nobody, Daniel. And what's going on, man? Good to see you in the chat. This Steelers team's not fearful of anybody, guys. They're the most complete team in football. And I'll die on that hill. I'm telling you, they're the most complete team in football, and you can believe me or not believe me. It makes no difference to me with it. I could care less. I'm just telling you my view, what I'm seeing from this team. And I've rewatched pretty much every single game they've played this season, from the preseason clean up to through week 14. Now, there's a couple that I didn't, but I've watched them originally, rewatched them a second time, and sometimes I've thumbed through them a third time. And I've never watched it fully 3 times. I'm not that crazy. But I've thumbed through it sometimes. And I got to tell you, there is significant improvement week in, week out. And if I look at this team overall, special teams, coaching, offense, and defense, they are so complete. And they have some things that I think people don't notice. I think they have some special features that fans just don't notice. Common fans. I'm not saying people that really are diehard Steeler fans that really watch the shit out of it. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying common fans just out there. There's some people that I just don't think see it. Tom Ford, I agree with that prediction. Foot's big. This game is going to have everyone on the edge of their seats. Yeah, I think so. I think this is going to be one of those nail biters. TD, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, everyone, and join the Mafia. Amen, man. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, or hit those 3 little white dots up in the right-hand corner of your screen, and support the show by giving us a like. We truly, truly appreciate it. Again, we are inching right up there to that 4,000 subscriber mark. So all new subscribers, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We talk football here every day on Steel City Live. Tomorrow, don't forget our live pregame show. We will go about 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for Steel City Live, our live Pittsburgh Steelers pregame show. Then I'm going to go coach a basketball game. Then I'm going to watch the Steeler game, and then we're going to do it. Oh, shit. I have to take my kid to a birthday party tomorrow. Guys, I got to rearrange my schedule then. The post-game show will be the post-game show. Have no fear about that. This pregame show is going to be tough. Also, I want to say my kids won their basketball game again today. We are 2-0 out of the gate. They are juggernauts, man. I love this team. They play as a team. They love each other, man. It's awesome. They're like jacking around with each other, hugging each other. They're complete, man. I love it. I love the way they are. Coach Boone and I, guy that coaches with me, this is probably one of our most complete teams in basketball. I'm pretty excited about it. We'll see if they can keep it going. They got a little bit humbled today, but they ended up pulling it out. But Coach made them get a little bit humbled, I think. I tried to pull them back in a little bit. Let's keep going. Stephen Carpenter in the house. Steel City Live. Let's weld. Oh, hey, Stephen, I ain't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, I forgot. You created that saying. Let's weld. Downtown John Broadway says tomorrow is the season test as to be real, and we know that Philly isn't going to do nothing. The Eagle won't fly nowhere, just as they scratch their dumbassery noggins. Fucking John Broadway, man. John Broadway doesn't brighten your heart. I don't know what will. Reginald Rivers, trap game for the Eagles. Trap game for the Eagles. The Steelers aren't a trap game, my friend. I hate to break that to you, Reginald. I appreciate your comment, and I appreciate you being in the chat. But the Steelers aren't a trap game for anybody. They're a 10-3 football team, man. This ain't no trap game for anybody. Neither the Eagles or the Steelers are trap game here. This isn't that. A trap game is a game against a team that's dog shit, that has a bad record. That's a trap game, going in and losing against that. The Steelers, yeah, they ain't no trap game, bro. Inger, what's up, man? Good to see you, Inger. James Bauman in the house. Steelers O-line got a good change with the wide 9 front, and this D-line is talented and deep. Tom Ford, even though this game doesn't hurt the Steelers, I still want to see that 11-3 standing. Me too, Tom, definitely. Inger, you think the Ravens will blow out the Giants? No, I think the Ravens are going to lose a game here real soon. Oh, wait, it'll be next week to the Steelers. I don't think they blow out the Giants. I think they'll beat them, though. Joshua Shields, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen of Steelers Nation, are ready for tomorrow's game. Here we go, Steelers, here we go. Daniel Warman, sometimes being underrated is a good thing. I hope I can watch the Steelers and my Bengals. Yeah, hopefully you'll get both. You should be in the right market to get those games because Steelers are $4.25. Maybe this is the pregame show, busy man. No, I hope not. I want to be able to do something tomorrow, man. It might be Robert, though. Dad life sometimes is a little rough. Downtown John Broadway, Hoops 2. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate you. Phil the Steel. What's up, Phil the Steel? Is Pickens being out could be a blessing to the scheme. Better and show more weapons than just Pickens. Yeah, and I preached it yesterday, guys. George Pickens isn't this football team. He isn't the sole player on this football team. And I hate when Steelers Nation goes absolutely ham over injuries. Because guess what? George Pickens is out. Deshaun Elliott's out. They put Calvin Anderson, a backup offensive tackle, on the IR, I believe. Who else was out for tomorrow? Pickens, Elliott, and Larry Ogunjobi. So depth is going to be a challenge, and I think you do need those weeks, man. You need to get players in, man. I got a game coming up tomorrow in basketball that I want to get some of my players in that necessarily don't get a ton of minutes. Everybody on my team plays and plays significantly, but I want to be able to get them more experience because I think that being well-rounded, creating experience inside of your depth pieces also, letting them get in the feel of the season, that's important too, man. And sometimes these are blessings, just like James said. Ravens ain't losing none against y'all. We're getting our get back. We'll see, Inger. We'll see, brother. We'll see. Good to see you, though, nonetheless. Downtown John Broadway with the cool emoji. Steelers fans forever feel the steel. Steelers win the AFC North in Baltimore. Adultramore, whatever. Adultramore, I don't know what it is. Yeah, but I think so. Hey, I would love nothing more than to put an AFC North Championship hat on in Baltimore. Again, guys, I want to caution you, and I cautioned you. The NFL script might be taking a little turn here because they want some excitement for Hard Knocks. Now, I hope that isn't the case, but that might be the case. James Bauman, I'm looking forward to Frazier against Jalen Carter. Me too. I think Frazier will handle him quite well, but Jalen will get his. Robert Rowe, betting line has the Ravens as 16-point favorites over the Giants. The Giants currently have the first pick in the 2025 draft. They are in tank mode. Yeah, maybe they do blow them out, Robert. I don't follow the Giants enough. I honestly, guys, it's the NFL, though, so blowouts aren't easy to come by. And I say that because everybody's playing professional. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. 16 points seems like Vegas knows something more than we do, no doubt. So I'm sure the Ravens win, but I don't know about the score. But this is our chance. Buddy, you got 5 losses already, Inger. You already got 5 losses. I mean, this ain't your chance. And I hate to break this to you for probably many times that I've told you this. I think Lamar Jackson's a good dude, man. I think he's a hell of an athlete. He's not going to win you a Super Bowl, Inger. I hate to say it. He's never won you a big game, ever. He's never won a big game in his career, college or pros. He's never done it. It's just the way it is, man. And when you pay a quarterback $50+ million, you start to get in a predicament. That's why your defense sucks ass right now. Then you're getting in a predicament because no one ever looks at it, and you had such a reliable guy in Justin Tucker. And when he's now failed you miserably for this entire season, you realize how important and how costly that is. That's cost you guys games, many games. And those factors all contributing together, all coming together, are really not in the Ravens' favor right now. And this is just being truthful. And I know as a fan, you're going to have the highest optimism. You're going to be so pumped and so hopeful for your football team. But I'm here to tell you, they got a lot working against them, man. A lot working against them. They have a quarterback that is not a true stud, playoff winning, big game winning quarterback. He's just not. He's a regular season quarterback. He's a great one. He's a phenomenal athlete. Good dude in the media. Quality guy in the community. Great dude. I'm not talking shit about Lamar Jackson. I'm just saying that he can't win big games. And until I'm proven otherwise, we know that. We know what the answer is. But again, the Steelers are the team of destiny here. Russell Wilson looking to do what? Add a trophy to his collection to really cement his legacy inside of Canton, Ohio. Looking to add another trophy to a historic franchise. He would run through a fucking wall for Mike Tomlin. He loves Mike Tomlin so much, he would do anything to get Mike Tomlin another Super Bowl. And I'm just going to tell you, this team too, you don't see the Steelers moping around after a missed field goal or a block kick or a bad play. You don't see the sour faces like you see, per se, on the other teams in the AFC North when something like that happens. You see the Steelers still smiling. They may shake their head for a second, but you know what? They're smiling. They come right back. They're having a blast. They have each other's back, and they come back and they respond. That's the variable that you can't coach. That's the variable that you can't teach, my friends. AQ says, dream ending tomorrow. Steelers up 5 under a minute to play. 4th and goal from the 1, and they stuff the tush push. Oh, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Big Cam Hayward mash somebody. Guys, who's coming back? A true nose tackle to borrow. Big Mon Adams. He was activated to the 53. Coming back right in time when Larry Ogunjobi goes to the injured list. Downtown John Broadway. What you gonna do when the Steelers come knocking? Yuns downtown. Give me the Iron City Bear tonight. Holy shit, John Broadway. Holy shit. Double tap that screen. Like this show here on Steel City Live, the world's most entertaining, the world's favorite live show here on Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason, as always. Again, double tap that screen. It's fucking free, bro. Hit the like button. It's free. Double tap the screen. I don't know who Narnot is, whatever. Feel the Steel 97, 25, 50 are hunting this season for real. It's time to hunt, baby. Downtown John Broadway. Lamar ain't no Burt Jones, and this ain't nothing but NFL hyped up crap only. Yeah, they want Lamar Jackson to win a Super Bowl so fucking bad they can taste it. And they've hyped it up like they know something that we all don't or something, like Lamar's the greatest thing ever. Guys, we all see it. Again, Lamar's a good dude, but he ain't going to win the big game. 8 is Dan Marino. TD. When it comes down to the playoffs, games are tight, and that's when kickers make a difference. Yeah, and they've made a lot of difference here in this regular season. Tucker's cost the Ravens some games. He missed 2 in Pittsburgh. He missed a couple, an extra point, field goal against the Eagles when they had a lead. Like, he's fucked the Ravens, man. He's fucked the Ravens, bro. Daniel Warman, the Steelers are so much better than the Chiefs not to get ahead of the schedule. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Chiefs are a solid football team. I don't know if they're that much better, but I think I think they can beat the Chiefs for sure. Balls don't miss. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. I love it. I sing that every time. I don't know why. Even when it ain't Christmas. I love fucking Chris Boswell. Tom Ford, I might bet on the Giants to beat the Ravens. With odds so far against them, I can make a lot of money. Amen. I might do the same, Tom. I like to bet those games sometimes. Sometimes you cash the fuck in, bro. Murder. He says, go Eagles. And not so many words. He uses those proper emojis. Go Eagles, he says. Thank you, Murder. Inger says, Steelers have a chance at the Super Bowl, though they won't do it just like the Ravens. I'll agree, Tucker's washed. I don't know if he's washed, Inger, or not, but he's cost you guys, man. He's cost you big, bro. And I won't say I feel bad for the Baltimore fan base because I don't. But he has screwed you guys over, dude. Bad this year. Now, in years past, he's won you many games, you know? And that's why he's not cut. Any other kicker performs like that, except for Chris Boswell, Justin Tucker, kickers of that caliber, they're cut, bro. They're out. They're out, man. Downtown John Broadway says, Chiefs are starting to run out of gas. It's coming. It happens. It always does. The jinx on the three-peat. It's a lot of football, guys. It's a lot of football. Robert Road, it is going to be fun watching the Steelers win by 10 plus points in Philly. The streaks are over for the Eagles. Winning streak this season and winning streak in Philly against the Steelers. Steelers correcting history, correcting it here in Week 15. Hey, guys, let's go for that terrible towel. Let's get it moving. We ain't seen Miss P tonight. Miss P ain't in there waving the terrible towel. This might be a little too early for Miss P. But we did start a little early tonight, so I thank you guys for joining us here. We are going to continue to get through the chat. We'll give it a little bit longer. This is a little bit of a special bonus episode here. We usually don't go live on Saturdays. It's usually Monday through Friday and Sundays during the season. But hey, I wanted to throw in an extra chat session for all my amazing viewers here on Mike Drop Sports, the most amazing Steelers community on YouTube, and I have the best people in this chat all the time. Thank you. Chiefs are falling off. That's good. That's from Inger. Yeah, that does help, Inger. Robert Road waves that terrible towel. Thank you, Robert. We needed that terrible towel in there. We needed it, brother. Zachary says Eagles will have no passing against the Steelers. Great defense. Possibly. TD says 17 games are tough on teams. I don't know what it's going to be like when it goes to 18. Yeah, I just think, when does greed become, and when do you just get too greedy? When does it just become too much, you know? You're a league that preaches player safety, a league that, you know, rules are tailored to supposed player safety, but yet you're asking these guys to play more and more regular season games that are highly competitive. And then you do what? You're asking them to play on 2-3 days notice. after playing already a highly emotional football game like the Steelers did just a couple weeks ago. It's dangerous, guys, and the NFL should be absolutely fucking ashamed of itself. It's money hungry, it's greedy, and it's going to ruin itself by putting bad product out onto the football field on Thursday nights and games like that. It's not good for players. It's not good for player safety. And if I am the Players Association and I'm representing that Players Association, I'm going to the league every chance I get, and I am bitching about those Thursday night games, those short notice games. I am bitching about them, and I'm trying to get rid of them because it's hurting guys. It's killing teams in certain situations. It's letting teams that normally wouldn't beat a certain team beat them because the other one's so damn fucking dog tired. You know what I mean? It's just tough. I think the Lions win it all this season from Inger. They got a good chance. John Broadway, Yuns must. Yuns should. Yuns better. Watch the game and scream it like our awesome host Jason. Here we come, Yuns. Amen. Hey, Yuns, guys. I love that. I love it. I love that Pittsburghese. Sean, NFL is killing itself. I can agree with that, man. Steeler man fan, 111. I agree. Add a 1. I forgot a 1. Steeler man fan. Steel man fan. Okay, I said it right now. Sorry, man. Sorry. All right, guys, double tap that screen, hit that like button for us. Let's make those likes jump up. Also, make sure you're putting your comments, questions, and concerns inside of the live chat. You're watching Steel City Live, only here on Mic Drop Sports. Subscribe if you're not already. Again, welcome to all the new subscribers. We appreciate you joining in the conversation. This is a special Saturday show, so it won't be entirely too long. So we'll go through for a little bit longer. Steelers defense plays too hard on Sundays. Then having short week kills us. Yeah, man, I hate it. I hate the product. I've seen so many bad games from the Pittsburgh Steelers, particularly. Yeah, they've won some, but man, their record under Mike Tomlin Thursday night is horrible. And the league usually schedules them in such bad times. You know, we're playing like division rivals, and then the next week they put us up on a Thursday night against another AFC opponent or a divisional rival. It's tough, man. It's tough to overcome. This D is bad. Which D? Steelers defense? The Steelers defense is good, bro. John Broadway, Thursday doesn't make any sense for what? Seriously? Absolutely, it doesn't. Daniel Warman, bless you all. Be safe. 11-3 is hours away. Thanks, Jason. Bless you, my friend Daniel. I hope you enjoyed your vacation thus far, and stay safe out there, my friend. Inger, the problem with the Ravens is they get aggressive too late. They need to get aggressive early. I think your assessment of that is right, actually. Yeah, definitely. And you know another thing that they do? They go away from what works, and it's weird that they do it. They'll be grinding the run and getting the run game going, and then all of a sudden they just want to just go pass. They do it vice versa also, pass, run. They go away from what is working for them, and that's a coaching issue, a real coaching issue, and it's a problem the Ravens have had all season. TD says, who fills in for Elliott and how does it change our defense? DeMonte Casey. And I think you'll see a little bit of Cam Sutton. I think you'll see a little bit of a committee back there. And I think you'll see a little bit of scheme adjustments in the back end in terms of how to cover up that loss of Deshaun Elliott that's been probably the best acquisition for the Pittsburgh Steelers this past offseason. I don't know. Russ is pretty up there too. And Patrick Queen, they got a lot of good guys this offseason. Let's keep going. I love watching football on Thursdays, but hate Steelers having to. Yeah, it's cool to have a game, but it's a little over the top. Nah, they don't hold leads. Sean, I got to explain something to you, dude. I don't think you quite understand what the Steelers defense is. And I'm not being rude. This isn't a rude comment to you. You're looking at a defense that's pretty lights out in a lot of big moments, my friend. They've only lost 3 games this season. Some of the time when you're saying they're not holding leads, they don't play from behind very often. And when they are giving up some of those points, it's in garbage time. Yeah, teams are going to catch up. That doesn't matter. It's kind of gimme points. When they're in soft zone, kind of just doing whatever. And then you're looking at a league in which what? The rules are tailored to what, Sean? They're tailored to offensive football. They're tailored to high-scoring football games. That's what the NFL wants. That's what the NFL gets a lot of the time. But this Pittsburgh Steelers defense does what, my friend? They come up in big moments and they come up and get turnovers. And that's what wins them a lot of these ball games. If you've watched this channel, you would hear me talk about the Cincinnati game. Which defense was going to come up with a couple extra turnovers? Who was going to get a couple extra stops? That's who was going to win this game. They were going to score. Nobody could stop the scoring. It's just what it is. You get a PI call, a pass interference call for breathing on somebody. I mean, that's just the league that we're in. But if you look at the defense overall, you look at their statistics, you look at their energy, you look at how they cause turnovers, you look at how they chase people down in terms of side-to-side football, running downhill, their speed, their agility, their athleticism is just through the roof, man. This Steelers defense is very, very good. And I have to disagree with you. I just don't think you know what you're looking at in terms of the big picture. You're looking at a lot of garbage time points that don't matter, bro. You're looking at a lot of points that may get handed to teams off pass interference penalties, that are monstrous. Do they have their moments when they break? Absolutely, and I don't disagree with that. But again, you're playing in a league that is so geared against defense that it's almost nauseating, and that's the sad part. But hey, it is what it is. We'll agree to disagree. John Broadway, anyone else see Russ's beautiful baby with his Steelers hat on? Congratulations, Russ. Our numbers just grew. Absolutely, man. I posted that up again. Congratulations to Russ and his family. Inger says OBJ got cut from the Dolphins. You think he would have been better off if he stayed with the Ravens? I do, Inger. Yeah, I do, but the Ravens weren't going to pay him a lot of money. You know what I mean? It just probably wouldn't have worked out. He probably would have worked out better with the Rams, too. You know what I mean? But he's just at that stage of his career that nobody's going to be willing to put in a monster investment, and that's why he's not going to stay or stick with anybody. G-Stacks434. Is it me? I love watching the Steelers play in the 1 p.m. slate. LOL Church, the Steelers football. Let's go. Amen, my brother. I do too. I like the 1 o'clock. Sean, no doubt this D is weak and overpaid. Turnovers is luck, not skill. There's you don't know football, Sean. I'm not trying to be ignorant. You don't know what you're looking at, bud. Tom Ford, I seen the baby, and congratulations. G Stacks, turnover is a skill, not luck. They practice on taking the ball away. Absolutely, G. Yeah, it's not luck when you punch the football out. It's not luck when you're able to slide down the line and create an interception like they do from defensive linemen. It's not luck when your scheme is designed in order to create those turnovers. It's not luck that your highly athletic inside linebackers are able to catch interceptions over top of their heads. It's not luck that Cam Hayward bats football at an alarming rate if you're an opposing offense. That's not luck. I hate to break it to you. And again, I'm not being a dick to you, Sean. I'm not trying to be. But buddy, you don't understand what you're talking about. Feel the steel. Turnovers, luck. Heck no. What game have you been watching? TD, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, everyone. John Broadway, who's doing shots? I'm doing shots, chasing with a beer tonight and laughing with happy tears. Come on, Yins. Everybody take a shot for John Broadway. How about I will too? John, this is the only shot I do. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. LOL, it's called takeaways for a reason. Yeah, and that's who typically wins ball games. People that win the turnover battle and people that win the time of possession battle. Gee, we did that. Verna Blunt, Eagles will demonstrate. Demonstrate what, Verna? What are they demonstrating? Sean, I'm not going to answer you, buddy. You don't know what you're talking about. Aladdin, hello from Kurdistan. Hey, hello. Glad to see some people from other countries. There's Big Sean. Sean will be with us tomorrow. Sean, I'll let you know about tomorrow and what I got to do. We might be just post-game show, brother. Inger, how far will the Ravens make it in the playoffs, and what teams do you think will make the playoffs? I don't think the Ravens will make the playoffs. I think they're going to be the odd man out. No, just playing. They'll make the playoffs. I don't think they'll make it very far. I just don't think they're that team this year, Inger. And I mean, I'm just being honest. And I think it's Steelers, Bills, Chiefs. Of course, the Steelers win the AFC North, Bills win their division, Chiefs win theirs, and the Texans win theirs. So I think there's your top four. Then I think it's a real crapshoot here because I think the Chargers will be in, and it's going to be tough to call the other ones or the last one. I'm not sure. We'll see how that all works out. But those are the six that I really know will be in the playoffs. Daniel Warman, Joe Burrow knows it's not luck. Yeah, look how many times that's happened too, man. Definitely. Downtown Steelers have always been ball hawks in our Pittsburgh history. G Stacks with the shot. Aloha, Sean. No shots, but the beers flow freely from Robert Road. Amen, man. Phil the Steel at Sean must have played ping pong. Isaiah Jackson would love to see Scotty Miller get more snaps. He makes plays. I like him, man. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right, Isaiah. Yeah, guys, you can tell people, and again, this is no knock against that dude, and I'm not trying to dog anybody in the chat at all, ever. You know how I am. I'm a pretty nice guy. I don't try to be an asshole to anybody, but you don't know football when you're talking some of this nonsense, and then you want to come on to a football show, a show in which I feel like I have a little bit of knowledge. I'm not saying I'm an expert by any means, but I feel like I know some things. I watch this team a great deal, and you're coming on here and you're going into a chat with a ton of Steeler fans, a ton of football fans that know the game. And you're making yourself look like a clown. And you should just stop with the comment, after you made it once and you read it back to yourself and it didn't make any sense and you sounded stupid and you knew it sounded stupid. But yet you carry on with it and keep putting more and more in there, acting like you have some great inventive idea that nobody's ever thought of before or something. It's sad. And I feel bad for people like that. So, Sean, I feel bad for you, buddy. Not our Sean. Our Sean's a good guy. Sean, Epic Expeditions is our guy. Eagles are good. It's going to be a good test from Ron Atkins. Absolutely. Would love to see. We did that. Cool, Rubber Road. Cool. Inger, my Super Bowl prediction: Lions versus Chiefs. Final OT, 33-30. Lions win. Feel the steal. I played defense and defensive end, and we practice stripping and punching out the football. Absolutely. I teach 9-year-olds to strip punch after the football. And Eagles and Lions in the NFC Championship game. Yeah, I don't do the super far out predictions, man. I just don't. That's just not my game. I'm a week to week guy. I'm a more right in front of you type guy. I'm not trying to look too far ahead, and I think that's how football teams have to handle their business. And as a fan, I don't want to get too high, too low, trying to sit here and predict too much. I don't find it fun. I know a lot of you guys like the predictions and stuff like that, and I'll throw one out here and there. But it's just not my thing. I really like to look at each week individually and really focus in on each week. I think that's the way that you got to attack this thing, especially if you're trying to be a guy that covers this football team, breaks down any football team for that matter. I think you got to look at it week in, week out, and you can't get too far ahead of yourself, and I think that causes problems for football teams and causes problems for people that do things like this. Are they announcing the Heisman winner tonight? Should be Travis Hunter, I would say. Him or that running back from Boise. I don't got the flag. It's still over there under the windowsill. I keep forgetting to pick it up. This room here, guys, is literally a bonus room. And I have my little studio in here. I have a huge Christmas village in here that I got going. And dog beds, 2 dog beds for my big 100-pound fat labs. And that's it for in here. And I got my closet with over here. It's got more and more of my wife's clothes because she has more clothes than any one human being or any 20 human beings need. She has 3 closets. I have 1. She literally has this one. She has 2 walk-ins in the bedroom. And this one. And she got clothes in the garage. And she got about 300 pairs of shoes, I swear. No human being needs that many clothes or needs that many shoes. It's way over the top. But yet, here we are. Happy wife, happy life, I guess. What is crazy, the 12-1 Lions could still be a wild card. The Vikings are 11-2. Yeah, that is crazy, man. That flag cracks me up. I know, I need to get it. I keep forgetting it, dude. F around and get flagged. Yeah, F around and find the fuck out here in Pittsburgh, baby. All right, guys, I'm wrapping this shit up. My voice hurts. I'm going to go down. I got these thin-cut ribeyes that I bought today at the grocery store this morning. I got these thin-cut ribeyes. I just thawed them out. I'm going to season them perfectly. I got a big loaf of fat Italian bread. I'm going to cut that in half. I'm going to put some garlic butter on there. I'm going to toast it. And let that toast under the broiler. Get that toasted. I'm going to cut that bread. I'm going to chop that ribeye up a little bit. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Cook some onions in there. A little bit of cheese. Some peppers. Some jalapenos. And I'm going to fire me up some steak sandwiches. My little one wants them bad. He been hungry. He hungry. Dad had to make him like 15 pot pies, chicken pot pies after freaking basketball. All right, guys, I got to go, man. Have a good night, Sean, John Broadway, TD, Phil the Steel, Ron, all you guys right there, Inger, all you guys in there, TD, Isaiah, Phil the Steel, G Stacks, Downtown John Broadway, D Warman, all you guys, man. I know I'll leave people out, so I'm not going to keep naming people. But you guys are absolutely amazing. You're absolutely awesome. And you guys are the real reason, the real MVPs of Mic Drop Sports. And I truly, truly appreciate that. So until tomorrow, Sean, I'll let you know. It might just be a post game, my friend. But we'll do something no matter what, buddy. So we'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'm Jason. This is Steel City Live. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing if you haven't already. And hopefully you catch the replay if you didn't get to watch it live. So, yeah, peace, guys. See you tomorrow.